If you never try, then you've already failed. If you just get up one day and say, today I'm gonna try, you've already succeeded. Sierra, Yonnie McGee, I go by Yonnie. I wanna make the World Cup Olympic bobsled team. I'm from Virginia Beach, went to Lansdowne High School in Virginia. I went to UNC Chapel Hill for my freshman year in North Carolina, and then transferred to George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia, where I ran track and field. I was a national elite athlete, and I did professional track and field for about 4 years, then went into the military. After doing a lot of military training, I decided just to keep training, came back and did track for another year, and got invited to try bobsledding. So that's where I am now. People always say that they always correlate bobsledding with cool runnings. I think people watch it during the Winter Olympics and they just see people run and jump in a sled, but they have no idea what it takes to be a bobsledder. But they know that is not that easy, that as it looks. To get into bobsledding, I watched the Winter Olympics and I was just really curious. I'm a really curious person. So I went online, I did some research just to gain more technical information about bobsledding. Like, what does it take to be a bobsledder? And I felt like I had the build, I had the speed and the talent that they were looking for. So I was just looking on their website. It was actually a tab for like a combine or tryouts. So I was like, oh, they have tryouts, okay. So I clicked on it and it had like a whole like resume you had to fill out, and I just put in my information. They even asked for, did you have any links, any highlights of any sport that you play? So I gave them all these highlights that I had. And in about a month, because it was right during the Olympic time, and I honestly didn't think that I was even gonna get an answer back. You know, I just thought it was just some random link and it was just never gonna happen. But I actually got a personal email from, I believe his name was Michael Dion. He's one of the coaches. He emailed me and he was like, oh, hey, Yonnie, I see that you're an elite track and field athlete. The next step that I would like you to take is to come on out and let us assess you. And he was like, it's flexible, you can pick whatever dates you want. Here are the dates. So I picked September because I was still in military training and I wanted to be able to come back and kind of tailor my workouts to bobsledding so that I could go there and be ready for the assessment. Because for me, the assessment wasn't the end state. I want them to go there and see like, oh no, she didn't come for the assessment, she came to be on the team. I've always been an athlete. I've always just been running, climbing on stuff. I was just naturally good at any and every sport. That's the dangerous thing about me. If you teach me the simple elements of a sport, I'll master it quickly, and you think I've been playing for years. Whenever I feel like I have a vision and I see it, it's just something that I can't just ignore. I have to just keep training until I get to my goals. Right now in my life, my biggest motivation would be my godbrother who passed away last year. He went to East Carolina University, played football, was trying out for the NFL, and he got shot. The last conversation that we had was, hey sis, we both have to make it. We both gotta make it for our families. We both shook hands and said we have to make it. So I wear this football necklace on my neck for my brother to honor his legacy and also honor our promise that we have for each other. Before I took up bobsledding, I had just gotten back from 4 years of intense military training as an officer. So when I got back, I still just, something kept telling me, keep training, and I was really healthy and still young, so I said, you know, I'm gonna keep training. So I got back on the track and I was just training for, I didn't know what, I just knew I wanted to keep running. I was training at VCU, it's in Richmond, Virginia. So I was training to run, then I fell into a volunteer coaching and fell in love with my kids and just helping them, seeing them perform and exceed. And you know, under my help as well as, you know, the head coach, Don Riley, they won indoor, their championship, their conference championship and outdoor. So they were very happy that I was there to help them and see them. My biggest obstacle right now has been support. The three main ways that people can support me right now would be any type of generous donation, any type of social interaction, and any type of community events, giving back to the community, working with children, adults, doesn't matter. That's what I'm all about. So those are three really significant ways that people can follow and support me. 1, dream. 2, dream bigger. And 3, try, and they'll succeed.